In today's video, I'm going to be answering the question, what content should I be creating? What channels should I be posting it or releasing it? And how do I turn that content into actual paying clients? So the first thing you have to understand is the entire purpose of your content is to get people to raise their hands and say, yes, I'm interested. Yes, I want it, so that you can start a conversation and then you can close them. Whether closing means booking a first workout, actually selling them something, booking a call, whatever your process is. So the entire purpose of your content is to get people to raise their hand so you can start a conversation. That's the first thing that you have to remember. So keeping that in mind, I see a lot of people who are what I call social media famous, but not social media rich. What do I mean by that? Somebody who's social media famous is putting a lot of content out there. They're getting likes, they're getting hearts, they're getting shares, but it's not leading to any sales. It's not leading to new gym members, right? Remember, the whole purpose of content is to get people to raise their hand so you can start a conversation so you can get a new client. Somebody who's social media famous is not monetizing their social media versus somebody who is social media rich has figured out this process. So it's not just about creating content, it's about creating content in a very specific way. So now that we understand the framework for the content, let's get into the nitty-gritty. I'm going to give you a very simple quick start guide. You don't have to do everything on here, but this is the content strategy that I recommend. So the first thing you need to do is give before you ask. If you are constantly asking your list to do things, but not giving them anything in return, you're going to burn out your list, which is why I recommend sending out value-based content. So this is giving something of value, coming with a giving hand. So on Monday, I recommend giving out a value-based email in the form of a lead magnet and then repurposing that same content for social media. Now, a lot of different franchisors, or maybe you subscribe to a done for you content service like a newsletter or some other content, they love long form emails. And let me tell you, long form sales emails or long form content emails don't work. And the reason why is people approach their email inbox like a to-do list. So when I log on to my email, the first thing I do is try and delete as many emails as quickly as possible. And if you have a long email, whether that's a long piece of content or newsletter, right, that's like this, even if people want to hear from you, you will most likely get deleted. For example, my son's school sends out a bulletin every week. 9 times out of 10, I delete it because it's too long and I just don't want to take the time to read through everything. So even if you're giving something of value, you want to keep it very short and sweet. Here's an example of a value-based email. Need new snack ideas, Laura. Hey, it's summertime. You want to eat light, bright, and refreshing. That's why I put together my 3 favorite summertime snacks that won't put on the fat. All 3 are super easy and delicious. They're always free. Just hit reply and I'll shoot it right over. Hope you enjoy it. So I'm not telling them everything they need to know like I would in a newsletter. I'm not giving them the recipes right in the email. I'm just basically in a very short and concise way telling them why they want it. I'm putting out the bait. And again, just like I mentioned in the beginning, I'm doing this with the lens of how can I start a conversation? Just hit reply and I'll shoot it right over. Now, another thing that I like to do is just to include a soft call to action as the PS. A PS is the most read portion of the email, so you can put in whatever offer that you have, all right? So again, even the value-based emails, they are short and sweet. I'm not giving away the thing like I would in a newsletter because I want them to hit reply, start a conversation so I can give it to them and have the opportunity to close them in whatever your sales process is. So I'm going to take that same lead magnet, summer snacks that won't put on the fat, and I'm going to also post it on social media. So I'm going to basically take this same copy that I've written for the email and turn it into a post. I'm simply using some emojis. In search of new snacks ideas, again, just copying and pasting the same copy, changing it slightly for social media. You can either have a link for them to click to get it. Notice I don't have that on the email because I don't need them to opt into my email address or my email newsletter since they're already opted into email. Or you could simply just say, hey, comment below and I'll shoot it right over. Again, now I have an opportunity to start a conversation with them on email, and I have an opportunity to start a conversation with them on Facebook using the same piece of content, repurposing it in 2 different ways. Now, if you would like to, you can also post it as a story, and you can repurpose it by posting it in other groups. So if you're in, let's say, a Your City Mommies group or something like that, where appropriate, if the group allows, you can also post the same thing in other groups to start more conversations there. So again, do you have to do all of this? No, but the point is you're taking one piece of content and recycling it, using it in different ways. Now, speaking of recycling content, on Thursday, I am going to do a short copy value post. Am I going to create a brand new piece of content? No, I'm going to reuse the same one. So I'm taking the same piece of content, summer snacks that won't put on fat, and I'm just posting it rather than using a long form post like I did here with maybe an image, or you can do a live video. I'm going to take this same thing but make it much shorter and use one of those posts with a colored background. I like to call these short copy posts. So looking for new snack ideas, want my favorite refreshing snacks that won't put on the fat. Boom, I'm taking the same piece of content. Now I've emailed it to my list. I've posted it in other people's groups. I've posted it as a story. I've done a long form post with a live video, and I've done a short copy post here on Thursday. Same piece of content repurposed in many different ways to try and start as many conversations as possible. All right, now to jump out of order a little bit, sorry about that. On Tuesday, I'm going to send out a Transformation Tuesday email. I'm also going to use that same email and turn it into a post for social media. You can see there's an optional find 1 to 2 new groups to join. Add them to a spreadsheet of all of the different groups where you can continue to put these value-based pieces of content in subsequent weeks. So this is optional. Again, you don't have to do this. The most important thing is Transformation Tuesday. You can post this on your story. You can email your list. And you can post it on your fan page, in a group that you're in. You can post it on your personal profile, taking that same piece of content and repurposing it in many different places. Again, I recommend a soft call to action, something that has to do with whatever the story is about. So let's say I'm writing a Transformation Tuesday about my client, Mary. Mary lost 30 pounds. My PS might be something like, interested to see how I can help you lose 30 pounds, reply back, let's talk, okay? Wednesday, I'm gonna put out a conversation starter email or text. So again, I want to keep my copy short. Short and sweet emails work the best. I recommend doing an email or a text, but usually not both. And the purpose of the conversation starter is just to get somebody to reply back. So you might put something like, hey, Laura, are you still interested in getting in shape this year? Or it could be something more direct. Hey, Laura, I'm starting a case study program this week, and I'm looking for a few specific people. Is this you? Right? So just something short and sweet with a simple ask. Hey, Laura, would you like to meet me at the gym for a workout tomorrow? Hey, Laura, I'd love to meet you for coffee. Is this still the right email for Laura? Hey, Laura, is this still your phone number? There are many different conversation starters that you can use. I recommend sending those out on Wednesdays. There's a link here to a training that gives you some examples, as well as here to the value-based email. All right, on Friday, we're going to do a connection post. So the whole purpose of a connection post is to show your prospects that you understand their struggle, you understand their pain, and that you are like them. You have the same values as them. So it's to get them to know, like, and trust you. This is especially important, let's say, if you are a very fit man and you market to women. A woman might think, well, you're just a fit guy with a six-pack. You have no idea the struggle it is for a woman losing weight, right? So whether this is sharing your own story, whether this is sharing stories of your clients or just simply connecting with your clients that you have the same values. What I mean by that is, let's say your clients are parents, so you might want to show that you have strong family values. You might talk about spending time with your kids, spending quality time with your kids or your spouse. Maybe religion is really important to you and you want to connect and show that, hey, I'm a faith-based person and I have the same values as you on that level. So whatever it is, it's showing your prospect that you understand their pain, you understand their struggle, and you are like them. You are similar. So this will make you more likable. I have some other trainings inside my Facebook group on connection posts. If you need more help with that, let me know. On Saturday, I recommend taking a snippet from whatever your lead magnet is. So for example, this week we're doing refreshing summer snacks that won't put on the fat. Maybe we can do a live video showing you making one of the recipes, taking the same piece of content and repurposing it, and then you can have a call to action. Hey, would you like more recipes like this one? I've got this recipe book with summer snacks that won't put on the fat. Just comment below if you want it. Same piece of content, repurposing it. All right, on Sunday, I recommend just posting whatever it is you're up to. I know it sounds boring. People want to know what you're doing. They want to know what you're doing for your workouts. They want to know what you're eating. They want to know where you're eating. Are you eating at a local place? What are you ordering off the menu? Where do you get your coffee? How do you take your coffee? What do you like to do for fun? People want to know you and what you're up to. So Sunday, you can just post something about whatever you're up to that day. So I know I've given you a lot of information, but hopefully this weekly content guide can serve as a place for you to start. Again, I know I've said this many times in this video, but I'm really only producing one piece of content and then repurposing it in different ways throughout the week. So if you would like this quick start guide, let me know in the comments below. Every single week, I actually create a content pack for all of my clients that has a lead magnet, that has all of the copy done for you and written, like you can see here. I've got the value-based email, the long post, the short post, conversation starters, as well as connection post ideas. If you're interested in learning more about how you can get your hands on those, just let me know in the comments down below and I'll shoot you a message. All right, guys, I look forward to seeing you back in another video with more tips to grow and scale your fitness business.